Motorsports Nation, welcome back. My name is Rob Kleinen. Along with me is Connor Peters. Hope you guys are staying safe and healthy out there.
With the draft quickly approaching, we're going to look back at the Chiefs' 2019 draft selections. With pick number 56, the Chiefs selected wide receiver MECOLE HARDMAN. I think HARDMAN was a great pick because Mahomes coming into his second season, he still needed as many weapons as he could get. HARDMAN, being a very fast receiver, was very versatile in the Chiefs' offense between Mahomes' ability to make crazy throws to get the ball to different receivers and Andy Reid's play calling. HARDMAN fit right in. With HARDMAN's pick, you have a very dangerous weapon, and he's going to be making a lot of plays in his career as a Chief.
What do you see as far as this year, them using MECOLE HARDMAN?
What we're going to see is him developing as a receiver, getting open more, and I would predict probably at least 650 receiving yards from him and maybe 1 or 2 return touchdowns.
Now, when we had him into the store last October for his very first public signing event, I was blown away by his demeanor, how humble he was, how he interacted with the customers and the fans. It was a great turnout.
HARDMAN is easily a fan favorite, and the fact that he's only played 1 season with the Chiefs is very exciting, and I think we have a lot to look forward to with him. With pick number 63, the Chiefs selected safety JUAN THORNHILL. Thornhill quickly climbed the depth chart in training camp. He saw lots of time next to Tyrann Mathieu, and I think that helped him professionally get better at his position. He had several turnovers, picked off Drew Lock of the Broncos. He had a pick 6 against the Raiders.
Yeah.
So he had a knack for the ball. He hit pretty hard. I just think there's a lot of upside there, and to be able to draft a player who can start their rookie year playing all 16 games of the regular season and make big plays on a defense that needed those big plays, I think it's especially vital. And again, we have a lot to look forward to with Thornhill.
To go off what you were saying, he hits hard. He's a very durable, very solid player. He played all 16 games last year. He got hurt in the last game. Talking to him in February when he came in for the signing, he looks to be on track to be starting again this year. So
yes, when JUAN Thornhill came in for his second signing at Mo Sports this year, he told us that he felt like he was ready to join training camp at full speed, and I'm sure he's very hungry to get back to the action after sitting out during the playoffs with injury. So he'll definitely be a player to watch next year. With pick number 84, the Chiefs selected defensive tackle KHALEN SAUNDERS. So obviously the Chiefs' defense was getting revamped in the offseason between 2018 and 2019, and a under-the-radar pick that I think will continue to pay dividends for KC is KHALEN SAUNDERS. I believe he started in 4 games last season at defensive tackle. Overall, we saw upside. We didn't see a ton of him because he didn't start many games, but I think he's going to start at least half of the season next year. I think given that Saunders was playing in a defensive line group that included Chris Jones, Mike Pinnell, Derek Nottie, it's impressive the fact that he was able to play as much as he did, and I think that will increase next year. I think he's going to get more snaps, more games, potentially more starts. With pick number 201, the Chiefs selected cornerback RASHAD FENTON. FENTON actually turned out to be a really decent prospect at cornerback. He didn't get any starts, but he did get an interception against Phillip Rivers in a primetime game. I believe that cornerback is the hardest position to fill in football. I think we have something there. I think next year, after having lost Kendall Fuller, I think Fenton is going to see a sharp increase in snaps, especially in the slot where Fuller played a lot of the time.
With Fuller being gone and Fenton maybe moving up, do you think the Chiefs this year will select any defensive backs?
Regardless of the fact that Fenton looked like a great prospect last year, I still think they're going to draft a defensive back. With pick number 214, the Chiefs selected running back DARWIN.
He is becoming a fan favorite, even though he hasn't played a whole lot. I believe last year he had roughly 200 total scrimmage yards. I know he had a touchdown.
Yep, against Oakland.
Against Oakland. I'm blown away that he hasn't had more playing time.
Last year, Darwin Thompson played behind LeJean McCoy, Damian Williams,
Yeah.
Darrell Williams, at least two of those three running backs at any given point in the season. But he's a fan favorite. I think it's because of his physique. He's such a small player, but he's very muscular, and he packs a dangerous punch for someone his size.
Right. He reminds me of Charles. He reminds me of Kareem Hunt. I honestly believe they should probably bump him up.
With pick number 216, the Chiefs selected offensive lineman Nick Allegretti. So Allegretti, obviously, we didn't see tons of him last season, given that he was, sort of a backup interior offensive lineman. But he stuck around through the season, and as a sixth-round pick, I think that says something. I think we have some value there, and of course, we need to protect Mahomes as much as possible. So I never think it's a bad idea to load up on the offensive line, just to make sure we have some beef up there to protect our franchise. So Rob, how do you grade the 2019 draft class after having watched them play a full season?
I would give the draft class easily B+, A-.
I would give the 2019 draft class an A grade, because any time that you can draft two players like Thornhill and Hardman, who can be starters and key contributors right off the bat, I think that draft class is immediately a success. And as for Saunders, Fenton, Thompson, Allegretti, they are all at least quality depth.
Comment below with your thoughts and take on last year's 2019 draft. Give it a grade, A through F. I want to remind everybody about the Super Bowl 54 limited edition football signed by 15 Chief players, including Patrick Mahomes, the MVP of Super Bowl 54. The raffle that's taken place, if you want to participate in the raffle, just click the link below. Tickets are $10, and you can buy as many tickets as you want. The raffle will take place Saturday, May 2nd at 6 p.m.
Thank you all for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we will catch you all after the NFL draft.